Yes, hey, it's Bob White. I'm just got a few things we're going over this week, repair-wise, and just thought I'd give an update, see what we're working on. The first thing is, of course, this KTM 250 XCF that the owner could not get running. We did get it running. I've done another video on that, so I'm not going to talk too much about that, but we're waiting on the fuel pump now to come in. Ultimately, we decided it was actually the fuel pump. We shall see if that cures the problem. We got it running. It runs. We put another tank on it with a different fuel tank, and it ran for up here on the bench. But now, now we're back to figuring out whether it's going to run permanently. But that's what we're doing to that bike. And then the other thing over here we've been working on for a while is the frame you see here. As soon as it gets a little warmer, we're going to go out and pressure wash this thing and repaint it. It's a 1979 Husky 390. There's the engine way over there sitting up on the thing, Snap-on toolbox. So that thing, we're just waiting on we're waiting to clean it up some more. I got the paint here already. Just need to buff it up really good and paint it, hopefully. Paint the frame, paint all the red, black parts and that sort of thing. Looking forward to getting that thing back together. I'm gonna take the tank to someone and have them paint it. But anyway, so that's what we're working on there. This is the other bike I've been working on this week. Just got this in. It's going into the museum. It's a 2009 BMW G450X, okay? This bike had been rebuilt. The owner got it back like you see it right now. We got it running yesterday. There's a lot of things. I'm gonna do a video on this bike. There's a lot. I can see why this wasn't a big seller. It only sold for 3 years. I have done a video on it and talking about the things I saw that were a problem because it was a one-off type bike, actually. There's all the plastic for it over there. Actually, the plastic, I was looking for replacement plastic, and then I took a look at this stuff, and it's actually in really decent shape. As you can imagine, for a bike that was only made for 3 years, it is tough finding plastics or anything. There is a set of plastic, I think, from Bulgaria for $790, something like that. So anyway, that's that. Going on in the back, there's my old CR250. I'm ordering plastics and stuff for that. We're going to work on that one. That's going to be a nice bike when we get that one done. In the back is a KX. Let's see, it's a 250. We did the top end on it, completely replaced the top end, stuff like that. We've got to put coolant and oil in it. Going to do that and make sure it runs, put a new chain on it. But make sure it runs and stuff like that. It's a kickstart bike. I don't kickstart it anymore. If it doesn't have e-start on it, I don't want to have anything to do with it. Now, having said that, I kick-started bikes for a long time, but my right knee is kind of like, it protests every time I do that. The other bike that we're working on too is this KTM 65. It continues to have a water pump problem. You can see well, you can kind of see, but there's coolant in the oil itself. This is the third, they took this to a different repair shop, and it never got repaired the first time. When it came in the last time, we put a new impeller on it and seal, and thinking that was going to solve the problem, but it didn't, so it's back in. So we have ordered, what we think now is the problem with this bike, and maybe I'll do a little video on it, but what we think, this is the shaft that the impeller and seal ride on. It looks good. You can feel with your fingernail a little bit of a scratch and stuff. We don't think that would normally be enough to cause a coolant leakage, but we have ordered another one of those. The owner has told us that his kid needs to get back riding, so if that shaft does not come in time, we have everything else here to do the repair, but if that shaft doesn't come back in time, then we're going to go ahead and button this thing back up. And then the next time we do an oil change on it, we'll replace that too, if that's the situation. So anyway, that's kind of, because we got plenty of school bikes. You see all these blue bikes in here. They're for sale. This is a super nice Aprilia Supermoto bike. Just got the battery charged on it. Going to try to get this started today or tomorrow and see. Well, I know it runs. We don't know how long it runs. It's the problem. A couple other things in here. This bike has a funny idle to it. When it idles high, it won't idle down, no matter what you do with the adjustment. So that's probably a jet change on the idle jet. We'll take care of that. This bike just came in. This KTM just came in. It's got a recluse in it. The owner, like myself, doesn't like the recluse. If you want to know why, I'll get into more of that when we take this one apart. And then this bike over here, this super clean, really nice KTM 450 SX. It's up for sale. I haven't put it up yet. I've taken pictures and stuff like that, but I just haven't been able to get to it. So anyway, that's what's kind of going on. I'll mention one more thing that we don't think is going to work now. We put this bike up for a raffle for a customer, but the sales of the raffle tickets have been very slow. So we're probably going to just refund everybody's money, and he can do what he wants to do with the bike. We'll go from there. So anyway, that's what I got going on. We'll do a little update next week and maybe hopefully have a lot of this stuff out of here. I am short a mechanic right now, so kind of all falls on me. But anyway, hey, look guys, thanks for looking. And hey, hit that notification button and subscription button. And if you hit the notification thing, each time I do a video, it'll come up. And whether you want to it or not, you want to look at it or not, or you've got that choice, of course. We'll go from that. Well, you know, you can look at it or whatever. But anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the flip side.